Okay, rolling. Joys of console runs and manual splitting. If I were to really heavily get into console running this again, I would definitely be making some images to do image splitting instead. I hate manual splitting. I'm so bad at remembering to do it. Keep that stereo. That on previous, very important. New game, hard, even though this is a normal run. Go. There we go, I pushed the button this time. Hard, even though it's a normal run, because we're playing the Japanese version of the game, and the difficulties are named differently on the Japanese version. I didn't switch the subtitles, apparently. So we've got Japanese subtitles. There's more proof that I'm playing the Japanese version of the game. Japanese subtitles, but still English credits. I'm depleting all of my ammo bar one shots, just so that I can deplete an entire clip. That gets me a magazine, which I can now use to... Oh! if I can actually start to throw it. Snake, you want to play with me? There we go. That's the Prozac skip. That extends Snake's hitbox out, triggering the animation for him going into the elevator, and the animation for him going into the elevator triggers the cutscene to start. Nick, you need a good mental reset with a good drink of chalky milk. You're correct. I do have half a glass of chalky milk left. Yeah, Japanese subtitles. The subtitles don't make much of a difference in this game. The voice acting is still done in English. Grab these chaff grenades and hope I don't get shot. Off that guy. Cool, only got shot twice, which is as expected. Into the vent. I'm going to be mashing the unequip button here. The reason for this is that it resets Snake's crawling animation and allows him to move a little bit quicker. There are some games in this series where I do like having... There are some games in the series where I do like having subtitles on. They can be very helpful. The best example I can think of is Metal Gear Solid 3. When you're on the rail bridge and you're shooting the C3 under the bridge to take out the Shagohod, your cue to take the final shot is either saying it's here, but the subtitle for it appears slightly earlier, just half a second before she starts delivery of the line, and the subtitle is the trigger. So by watching the subtitles, you can get that shot off quicker than listening to the dialogue. So it doesn't make much of a difference in Twin Snakes. I do believe that in MGS3 at least, the Japanese version of the game is slightly quicker as well. Like there's a cutscene or some unskippable dialogue or something that is quicker, or maybe it's the credits are slightly quicker on the Japanese version, or something like that. But there's no such thing as that in Twin Snakes. The only advantage that I'm at least aware of, and I was only made aware of it today, is that on very easy, the guards that we're about to take out in the guard rush go down in one hit, no matter where you hit them. On the US and English version, or US and European versions of the game, the guards go down in 3 hits, or 1 hit if you shoot them in the heart or head. Now, if you thought that using the Prozac skip at the start was impressive, we're going to do it one more time. I'm going to do it to get out of the DARPA Chief's cell here and get straight into this fight without hanging around waiting. Let's get through that dialogue. Immediately equip that chaff grenade. Nope, that's the... and turn. Oh, I'm going to have to do it again because I messed it up. There we go. Took me 2 chaff grenades, but we're through. Guard fight. Nice and fast. Only thing is am I going to get the ammo? No, I don't grab the ammo.
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
Oh, that's going to... here's hoping that one of the guards I kill here drops some ammo. Please, one of you drop some ammo. Thank you. 2 of them did. Oh, wow. Well, this has not been a great start. I do get a ration, though. Okay, a little bit of a rough start, but we can go from there. Yeah, just not getting those guards correctly. I should have only grabbed the 1 pack of ammo. I shouldn't have gone for both. 1 pack would have been enough. Or if I got the pack in the locker, then it wouldn't have been a problem either. How much ammo have I got? Okay, I've got 17 ammo, so I'm actually good for ammo. I probably should grab 1 pack, the 1 pack from Ocelot's room, though, anyway. So I will still do that. Down into the armory. Gonna go grab the C4 so that I can get into the armory. There's a neat trick that we can do with the C4. By placing it at certain locations, we can blow up the area that we need to blow up without Snake taking damage. Just like that. So I'm gonna do that again here. So drop it there. Stand here. Oh no, I did get hit there. Here I'm gonna do it, but I am gonna get blasted in. I deliberately took damage to get pushed into the loading zone quicker. Does mean I'm gonna be on very low health for this fight, but I do have a ration. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't headshot him. Oh, wow. Rough Ocelot fight. All this means I'm going to have to do a double laser roll skip. Need to pull that time back somewhere. And that time's going to come back from a double laser roll. I can do this. I got this. Little way off from that yet, though. I've got to call Meryl. I overshot the number. You know, as a Metal Gear speedrunner, you do have to learn a lot of different codec numbers. You need to know 140.15 for Meryl, 144.75 to get out of the prison cell in MGS3. There's another one for... There's another one in... there's several in Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. And I can't remember any of them. You do have to have a good memory to do this series. Get that laser roll. That's the codec. No, I'm not getting the laser roll. I messed up a little bit, so we'll play it safe. If I'd gone for that, I would have hit the laser. I turned to my left just as I started aiming, and if you turn as you start aiming, Snake will like immediately make a big turn as he starts his aim. Oh well. It's still good. We're fine. There's plenty of time left in this run. Gotta get past the tank. First major milestone of the run. Good first headshot. Second headshot. slow third headshot, but I got there.
See how you like this? Ah!
There we go. Oh, no, no. Come on up. Oh, that was a good shot. Come on up. Oh, that was, you know what? I lost a lot of time there, but those last two shots were fantastic. Little trick to get through the door here.
Who is that?
Hopefully gotten through this a bit quicker. Nope, still can't get around that guard. Still gonna get shot to the floor. That could have been a huge time loss, indeed. When tank gets into that position, it's often very, very difficult to recover. So getting those two headshots off like I did was really clean. You know, it just would have been better if I'd not had to do that. Grab some stun grenades, Nikita. Back in the lift before the door closes. Let's equip the Nikita now. And we're going to fire our only Nikita of the game. It's a bit of a trope in Metal Gear games. You pick up the Nikita, and in most games, you only ever fire it once. Depending on exactly which version of MGS1 you're playing, you might fire it more than once because you might use it to kill Raven. And that was a really clean laser there. Laser? Nikita? Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Very, very close to hitting some of the edges. Next fight, the ninja fight. A slight bit of time save available in the ninja fight. There is RNG in the ninja fight. Where he runs to and jumps away to is random. Ideally, you want him to move north. So if he stays down south, then it's a problem. I'm going to loop him. I'm going to be quiet as I concentrate on this fight. Oh, grab the chaff grenades. Really want him to start going up. Snake keeps turning around. Okay, I managed to roll up into position here. I'm gonna, like I did last time, I'm gonna grab the SOCOM ammo just because I'm so close to it. It's going to be slightly quicker than getting it after the fight. And finish the fight. Awesome. It does mean, whilst that took a little bit longer, it does mean I already have the extra ammo and the chaff grenade, so I can just leave the room. I don't need to stick around in this room to grab anything or anything like that. Yeah, a good ninja fight. Getting kicked to the ground right at the start was not ideal. I seem to just sort of slightly tweak my my analog stick to turn Snake 180 degrees in the opposite direction. No, I actually quite like having the Japanese subtitles on. Makes it feel more like I'm you know, proof that I'm playing the Japanese copy. Right, let's get out of here. Let's never return to this room again. What a horrible experience for Snake to have. I hope he never has to visit that room again in his entire life. Ooh, slightly went too far up with that roll. Coming up next, Psycho Mantis. My Psycho Mantis fights have been very clean lately, so here's hoping that that stays the same. I can hit the button. I nearly went up to the first floor there. Go and distract Meryl. Yep. Smash through some more codecs and cutscenes. Learn to play MGS2 in Japanese because the voice actor for Wyden doesn't sound like he's whining the entire game. Whoa, that's Quinton Flynn you're talking about. That's the voice of Jin in League of Legends. The best champion in League of Legends. From a design point of view. Right, now's the time when we start abusing Meryl. Although, if this was a dog tag run, we'd have already started abusing Meryl. Meryl takes so much abuse from Snake and Psycho Mantis in this. So Psycho Mantis is going to take over her mind. I'm going to punch her in the face with a gun. It's very important I punch her in the face with a gun. Because you do slightly more damage if you're holding a weapon. And if you're not holding a weapon, you don't quite do enough damage. I do now need to swap controllers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Snake into position and then swap controllers. Just like that. Swap gun. Perfect. Hopefully he's now in front of me. Brilliant first phase. Couldn't have asked for better. Only thing that happened there is that voice line of "Why couldn't I read your mind" was delayed because he was still saying I couldn't read you. Still got to finish the fight. This next shot is relatively straightforward. It's the next shot after it that's very important you get right. So this shot should be fine. Yep, that shot's fine. This shot needs to be a headshot. Or headshot damage. Yep. Nice. Good Mantis fight. Very, very pleased with that. There's you can finish him in 2 shots at the end there, but the second shot is very, very precise. You don't really lose that much time for it. You lose time if your first shot isn't a headshot because you'll go into hide and seek again, and you don't want that. How much ammo have I got left? I've got 5 bullets. I've got a good chance to go green. I got messed up by the wolves quite a bit. No, the pupper's going to be in the way, isn't he? Oh, no, he's not. Snake, please don't aim at the pupper. Snake, you aimed at the pupper.
Good with dogs.
It's the exact thing I didn't want you to do. Still good. We're still good to go green. And I should have swapped. If he aims at the pupper, what you should do is, or if you think he's going to aim at the pupper, what you should do is swap to the SOCOM and shoot the pupper. And then as soon as you shot once, Snake will turn his attention and shoot Meryl instead. We wanted to shoot Meryl. I told you, Meryl comes in for a lot of abuse in this game. Like, she's just been shot with a sniper rifle this time. And then we're not even going to give her a fighting chance when it comes to torture. We will be skipping that torture so quickly. How much ammo have I got left? I've got 3 ammo, so I should be able to take the dogs out. Who took the dogs out? Ooh, little early getting there. Right, Papa, go past me so he's not going to get in the way. That one. Oh, why didn't that connect? Oh, come on. I don't understand why that first shot didn't connect. And now I've lost a bunch of time again. That was the chance to go green. Oh, screw it. From now on, I'm just swapping to the SOCOM and I am just peppering them. No one shot. It is going to be blast, blast, blast. Use that ammo. I don't really need it for anything else. I don't know why I hold on to it. Because we're playing Twin Snakes, we do not have to go all the way back to the armory to get the PSG-1. We can just grab the PSG-1T from there. I might still be able to go green. Depends how Sniper Wolf 1 goes. Well, Wolf 1 was very good last run. It would have been better if I'd not been taken out by the dogs so much, but I don't think I've been taken out by the dogs quite as much in this one. Grab that ration just to be on the safe side. Should be fine, but doesn't hurt to grab. Last try. Can I get through these dogs? So I'm just gonna pepper them. Right, Wolf 1. Let's hope the RNG is going to be kind. She's already behind the pillar. Use the opportunity to take some steps forwards. She's going to go behind the pillar. Oh, no, she's not. I'll use that opportunity to get my... Oh, that was another body shot. Headshot. Just one more shot. That's not too bad.
I got her.
No, still not as good as last time, though. We go 17 seconds behind. Now, don't forget, of course, my PB, there is at least 50 seconds of time save for the Rat and Metal Gear Rex. So 17 seconds I'm not too worried about. It's if we go more than 50 seconds behind, that's where this starts to become a problem.
You in.
And right now, a PB guarantees me 3rd place on the Speedrun.com leaderboards. Because I am currently tied for 3rd place with Bracon. So just even if it's just a PB by 1 second, it's still good. It's 3rd place until Bracon gets on it. He will do a really good job of this. Assuming he doesn't just immediately want to go into all dog tags. He might do that instead. So we're now in prison. There's not a lot we can do in here. I am going to keep knocking to try and stop Johnny from sneezing as he patrols. If he sneezes, he stops for a second and that slows us down.
Shut up in there, will you?
So I'm just gonna mash. Run last night gonna be 8th on V. Oh, that's good.
Shut up in there, will you?
To get into the top 10 that quickly is very good.
Shut up in there, will you?
I can't remember. I know
Hey.
for VE, the first time you get under an hour is really special. I remember the first time I got under an hour, and that was really nice.
Shut up in there, will you? Shut up in there, will you? Hey.
I like having two different buttons. Oh, he sneezed, but he should now. Yeah, there we go. Only took finding a new skip. I do like having two different buttons for
Shut up in there, will ya?
Shut up in there, will ya? I do like having two buttons so I can do the really quick. I mean, I can't say it as fast as I can do it. Come on, Otacon. With your dodgy leg.
Hey, I'm here.
Where? Where do you think, Snake? Alright. Doom or gloom time. Doom or gloom? No. Doom or zoom time. Will I get the roll? I need to grab that circling box without Johnny going off to the toilet. Or grab it whilst Johnny goes off to the toilet. It's time for the double bump prison roll. Let's get it right first try. Up. Let's bump Johnny here. Bump. Bump. Look at that. Never a doubt.
Oh, not again.
Get shot. Excellent. Really important skip, that one. Saves 40 seconds off the run when done correctly. The reason for it saving so much time, not only does it mean we've got out of there quicker, doing that has got us out of prison quicker anyway, but more importantly, it's messed with the game's story flags. So now the game thinks that we are still in prison. The story has not advanced past prison yet, and it means the next trigger that we're gonna hit, which the next trigger is for oh no. I'm good, I'm out. That's fine. Snake will, the door's already open, Snake will go through. That could have gone very, very south. Once more on this trick. Throw that chaff grenade.
Who is that?
Okay, I'll just do a little spin there, and that stops him from shooting me. That seems to work. I'm never in any danger of having an alert called in here, so there's no harm in just doing that little spin. And even if you don't get the alert, even if they do call it in, it actually comes up as a caution because they still don't have they've lost sight of you. So it's like they've got their own internal alert phase, and that because they haven't been able to call in the alert, their own sort of internal alert phase kind of goes out the window. And instead they end up calling it in as a caution instead because they don't know exactly where you are at that time. It's weird how it works, but it works in my favor. That's the important thing. Stun grenades equipped. Doggies love me now because I smell like Sniper Wolf. I wonder what kind of aroma Sniper Wolf has. M9. Here is where we really benefit from that time save of getting out of prison. There is a codec and cutscene there where Snake's sort of reminiscing over the fact that Meryl got shot and he feels sorry for himself. Big long codec with Naomi and Campbell about he wasn't able to protect her and all of that. Stun grenades out. Go through the door and it's time for a disc swap. And that is easily the fastest disc swap I've ever done. I was on that. Pull back a little bit of time. Intercom tower A. Gonna cook a stun grenade. Gonna throw it here. That stun grenade will explode as soon as this in-game scene has finished, knocking both of those guards out and giving me time to escape. I don't have any M9 ammo yet, so I need to make sure that I use my stun grenades correctly. There's going to be certain flaws that I start cooking grenades, because the guards in here aren't random. They're always the same. So that's 3. Floor 4 is going to be my first one. Excellent. Floor 8 is going to be my second one. Roll that guard. Now have... That was not quite how I planned to do that stun grenade, but it worked. Oh, wow, that guard didn't even spawn. Those two, and then I got one more stun grenade to use. That guard spawned so late. I just hope he doesn't shoot me now as he's chasing me. Oh, excellent! That was a fantastic stun grenade. That last one was beautiful. Oh, leave me alone. Beautiful. Gold split for the communication tower. Let's go. Slowly bringing that time back. Remember, there is 50 seconds of time save during the Metal Gear Rex split. Well, I've got to get to that point with no more than 50 seconds to spare. And we still got Hind and Wolf 2. There's still plenty of opportunity for this to go south. Speaking of going south, let's go down on a wall. Didn't get good RNG with the vent there. I'm going to take the damage from it, but that's fine. Jump, jump, one more jump, bonk. And that is the rappel on every difficulty, even extreme. Every single difficulty, rappel is exactly the same, is easy as anything. Going to it took a few more shots than I would have liked, but got there in the end. Or a stun grenade, stun those two guards as they come back. Into communication tower B. Some grenades. Head down, and then head all the way back up. I did have to use an extra chaff grenade earlier in the run. It took me 2 attempts to do the DARPA Chief Prozac skip. So I'm going to have to take damage from 2 lots of these... 2 lots of these cameras. Normally it would only be the first lot, but I had to use an extra chaff grenade, so I'll have to take damage from the first 2 sets. It also means the frame rate's going to chug just a little bit. Roll. Roll. First one's alright. Any more than 1, and yeah, you'll see a bit of slowdown. There it is. I won't roll that one. Go, and we'll just use the chaffs on the last set. Got the Stinger ready for the hind fight. Oh, that's weird. That last chaff grenade didn't produce the particle effects. where you got like the sort of bits of chaff in the air. Here we go. Hind fights. Another big upcoming lag is rough. That's another reason you wanna make sure you got enough chaff grenades. Luckily for Twin Snakes, the IGT is directly it's directly controlled by the frame rate. So which way is he going? He's going right. Good. That's I prefer it when he goes right. Exactly where he's going to go. Into there. Over there. Now he's going to come over here. Now I just want to watch him. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. You can't land that. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's he gone down? He's gone down. Not too bad. It is possible to get one more. 1, 2. Yes! Good shot. 3 more shots. If you can get one more, it means hide and seek could be over after this phase. But it's very, very tight. Nice. I did the best I could with that, I think. That's a good hind fight. I said it could have been done in one hide and seek phase less. But that's down to RNG to get that. Well, I'll take that. Good fight, good fight. Hopefully. I mean, the previous run, the fight was pretty good. We're in the green, folks! We come out of the hind fight in the green. I have 13 ammo, so I do not need to grab any more. Now, don't forget, we've still got Sniper Wolf 2. If I can in the Nick RP green, if I can keep myself in the green coming out of Sniper Wolf 2, now that would be pretty damn good. Let's start throwing some grenades. And to celebrate, I'm still not going to do the final Prozac skip. I really don't think it's worth it because of how it then messes up your inventory. Oh, I missed one. Ah, needed to roll slightly earlier. It does look pretty cool, though. One more grenades. Should have landed. Yep. Yeah. It's mainly that it messes up your inventory. It's really neat here to just immediately do that. But you to do the extra skip, you then need to add in a throwable. Then once you're inside, you need to change, and it's just not as clean. Four horsemen in the lift. Very simple fight. You can do this trick on every difficulty except extreme. Extreme, this will kill Snake. Or if you're really low on health, you can't do that trick. Metal Gear Acid Snake. I don't know why, but for some reason that pose and that angle just always reminds me of Snake from Metal Gear Acid 1. Don't know why. I don't think it's the same model. I don't know what it is. I did already grab the Pentasamin, so I don't need to grab it here. I could do. It doesn't make that much of a difference. Right, Wolf 2, come on. Yeah, if you do it without calling the elevator, you stop block the game. Snake just continuously runs into it. I do want to try some more stuff with like Snake taking damage and stuff. Anyway, Wolf 2, concentrate time. She's behind here. That was not a headshot. That was. Go left. No, not straight behind another tree, Wolf. Oh, that was good, though. Oh, she's just going to hide behind trees this entire time. Oh, phew, that was a headshot. One more? Yeah! Excellent! Even pulled back some more time. It's not a gold split, but I'm still in the green. This is good. Tried using the Nikita melee animation. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Yeah, basically, if you do that, if you do the Prozac skip on that lift without calling the elevator, Snake will play the animation for walking in and going, huh? But he will just continuously run into the elevator door. So he doesn't clip through the door. It's because though any of those animations that play, they're playing in engine. They're not it's not a pre-rendered cutscene. They're actually playing in engine. So Snake is still affected by collision from other items. Whereas the other two Prozac skips are different. They trigger a cutscene to take place. That was a little messy, but not too bad. Whoa! The other Scott, thank you very much for the raid. As you can see, we are having a decent run of Twin Snakes so far. Now, say that. Last run was also really good at this point. And then things happened. I'm hoping those things aren't going to happen again. But welcome to you and your raiders. The clip it pulled was when I killed Billy. I do like that clip thing. I might have I know that there's a paid version of that clip thing. I don't know whether it gives you any more control of like timings. Because that clip that Twitch clip viewer, it just pulls any random clip. You did it for me, you'd get bloody Dead by Daylight. Probably. Anyway, next boss fight. Raven. Very straightforward. Shouldn't be a problem. And you take a slight step forwards and then aim. Stinger. Wonderful. Another gold split. 15 seconds ahead now. Crikey, what could this have been if I'd had a perfect tank fight? But here we go. We're now going into the point where everything last run started to go wrong. So let's not rest on our morals just yet. That's not the phrase, is it? Oof. That does not sound pleasant at all.
send backup ASAP.
Got the stingers. Into the underground base. My nemesis. Equip the grenade. I'm still gonna grenade it. I should still be able to grenade the rat. Let's give Otacon a call before we do anything else, though. It's a good job I know where Otacon's number is, because, of course, one disadvantage of having the Japanese titles on, I don't know which codex which. Luckily, I know that Otacon's bottom left because I got shot in the B1 B1 of the nuke building, or first floor of the nuke building. If you don't get shot in B1 of the nuke building, then you'll never get Natasha's number. Oh, the position of that body's not ideal, but it's alright. Alright. Fingers crossed, everyone. Let's grab that rope. Now I'm going to get the PAL key shot out of my hand. It's going to fall down into the drainage ditch. A rat's going to eat it. The rat is always in the same place. There's no RNG with the rat, unlike MGS1. The annoying bit is grabbing this rope. Yeah! Huzzah! That is already a massive time save over the previous run. Unfortunately, the PAL key fell in there, but that's not a problem. We're good. We're good. Major time. And now we have the joy of the PAL key sequence. But if you have only just joined, maybe you've only just raided and you've never seen Twin Snakes before and you've only played Metal Gear Solid 1, well, you'd be happy to know that in Twin Snakes, they completely redesigned the PAL key section. You can still do it in the traditional MGS1 way, but they added a different method for it for Twin Snakes, which is much faster. No going into the warehouse and waiting for 61 seconds for the key to freeze. No going to the blast furnace, going up and down the cargo elevators, and then waiting 61 seconds in the blast furnace for the key to heat. Why you want to, I don't know. I talked previously this evening about a original versus remake race that I used to do with House, where he would play MGS1 and I would play Twin Snakes. I would be behind the entire run and I would overtake him at this point. So there we go. All you do is you shoot that pipe. You don't have to wait for any amount of time, and you can see the PAL key is now cold. It's one of the things that makes Twin Snakes a much better speedrun than Metal Gear Solid 1, in my opinion, is the pacing is much better. You don't have to go all the way back to the armory to get the PSG-1. You don't have to go, all the way back to the blast furnace to heat the PAL key. It's, I much prefer Twin Snakes as a speedrun. It's way more interesting. So much more happens in Twin Snakes. That's not to say that MGS1 isn't a good speedrun. It's the speedrun that got me into speedrunning. But some of the worst experiences in speedrunning I've had is grinding Metal Gear Solid 1 any %. That is not fun. Nothing happens in that run. On the edge. Alright. We've still got one last... Well, actually two... There is two more time saves available in this run. First one is Phase 2 of Rex. My PB, I must have... I've come to the conclusion I must have accidentally taken a step. For phase 2 of Rex, you are supposed to just stand completely still and you will not get hit by Rex's missiles. I must have just taken a nudge before I equipped my Stinger. So there is a big time save there. The other time save is if I can get a lottery roll on Liquid. And I'll explain the lottery roll a little bit later. We're going to finish this conversation with Campbell. They've just arrested Naomi. Because Naomi's like working every side. Let's go put in the final POW key, end this sequence, and get into the fight against Mechagodzilla. I mean Metal Gear Rex. I keep mashing circle to skip cutscenes that aren't coming. Here's Liquid. Give him his namesake. Snake, did you like my sunglasses? I'm gonna open this codec now before it actually triggers. So we're now asking Otacon to open the door before the door's even closed. And now he's gonna open the door. Hey, Snake. Did you like my sunglasses? Into the fight against Metal Gear Rex. Phase 1 are going to go stand in a very specific position. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Good phase 1. Really good phase 1. Got Grey Fox's speech.
No.
And then I'm just going to make sure I do not go anywhere near the left analog stick.
After Zanzibar land, I was taken from the battle.
In fact, you shouldn't use the left analog stick anyway. You should only use... You should equip the Stinger, and then you should only use the D-pad to go up and down. I do also want to... I think I'm going to want to equip rations, so I will get shot by the machine gun. Snake just says he can't do it.
There you are!
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that didn't land. Yeah, look at it. 54 seconds ahead. Oh, it's good. But we still got one more hurdle. The Liquid fight. You can lose a lot of time in this fight. I'm going to be going for what we call a lottery roll, which is where I try and hit Liquid with like every single frame of a roll. It's very tricky. Probably won't happen. It's called a lottery roll for a reason. Here we go. So I'm going to bump Liquid like this. I'm going to stand here. That's going to try and force Liquid to go into... No, he's not. I'm going to go into the top right corner, please, Liquid. That's it. That was a mini lottery roll. It wasn't the full one, but it was a mini one. And it does put Liquid in a really nice position for me to now just loop him. He nudges backwards or to the side every time you punch him. He is actually going to go towards the edge. Because he's for some reason going down. I'm now going to flip him just so that I'm going to fall off the edge myself, apparently. Oh my, come on. Okay, I lost a little. That wasn't a great Liquid fight. I lost a fair bit of time on that. The lottery roll the mini lottery roll didn't put him quite in the position I was hoping he would be in. And then I just made a mess of not getting off right. But 45 seconds ahead coming out of Liquid.
I'll take the wheel.
That's it. It's all good. In fact, depending on how this goes, I could break the next minute barrier. Current PB is a 55:45. If I can come out of this more than 45 seconds ahead, this could be a this could be a 54-minute run.
Snake, climb in. Let's go. Use the weapon button to fire that machine gun.
There's a tiny bit of time save available. So here's hoping. Most of the time save I've already had. It was that bit. I made a bit of a mess of it in the previous run. So here we go.
Here they come. We've got to break through.
That seems to take a while to shoot. So if this is a 54-59, this would be amazing.
Here they come.
Oh, shot straight away. Good checkpoint 2 though. Those are some tough barrels. Ba, 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 ba. Final section. It's time to fight liquids. To fight liquids, I'm gonna wait for him to aim his gun at me and then turn. He will just dodge my shot if I'm too early. Didn't get a shot in there, but you almost never do. It's good. Didn't get one there, but again, you almost never do. It's good. Got that shot. Nice. One more hit. And that is the run. We just got a couple cutscenes to skip, and then it will be time. This could be a 54. I'll be very pleased if this is a 54. Let's hit the last couple cutscenes. There we go. And time is when the text comes up. 43 seconds ahead. So this is likely a 55:01, I think. But we will see. That's the run. We have, all we can do now is wait for the credits to roll. I have to sit through the credits. I have muted the audio because this song can get hit with a copyright strike. So I'd rather not do that. The world record for this, which does not include the new Prozac skips, by Blue Metal is 53:46. Which is still just over a minute ahead of me. But considering how this run's gone, you know, I'm pleased to have pulled it back. Yes, 53:46 is the IGT world record. Now, there's a couple of things with that. Firstly, it's by Blue Metal, who is an absolute monster at this game. You know, he grinded it out. There's every fight is perfect, stuff like that. The other thing is playing on a GameCube, and the GameCube is slightly faster than playing on a Wii. I have given myself a slight disadvantage by playing on a Wii, but it's not a huge one. Oh, he has actually already gone back to try and beat those records. I know he's beaten the emulator world records for very easy and normal. He hasn't done them on console because he hasn't got a console to play on at the moment. He said that I had some free time to just get a world record on console and keep it for a bit. GameCube's faster than Wii only because I believe the Wii has some sort of software emulation. as part of the way that the Wii plays GameCube games. It's not strictly 100% hardware based, and so therefore a GameCube is just better optimized to play GameCube games than a Wii is. That's all it is. Oh, but this was a really good run. I'd say it would have been nice not to have gotten off to a really bad start with the tank. But having said that, the tank actually became more impressive because of how I saved it. Getting those headshots, the idea with the tank is as soon as you lock onto a guard, you aim up slightly and then get a headshot. And that's when the tank is stood still. To get those headshots straight off the bat whilst the tank is moving was very, very... I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but they were really, really good shots. And you don't have to do those kind of shots if that fight goes well. So that was a really good recovery. I liked that a lot. I'm actually quite pleased I've got that in a PB. Oh yeah, Wii's are easier to acquire. Wii's are easier to stream. You can do all sorts, all sorts with the Wii. My Wii is modded. I have it unlocked so that I can play any game, any region games, and I've converted it from a European Wii to a Japanese Wii so that I can play all of my games at 60 hertz instead of 50 hertz. Although I don't know if English games will play at 60 hertz. I don't know if it's only US and Japanese games that will play at 60 hertz. I don't know. The only game I play on my Wii is this. I haven't played since I modded it. I haven't played anything else on my Wii. I do have a bunch of Wii games. I've got Brawl. I've got Klonoa. I got the Klonoa remake for Wii. I'm having to look because I actually don't know. One of the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I've got Trivial Pursuit. I think there's a Rabbids game probably. I've got No More Heroes, which I started and never finished. And I love No More Heroes. No More Heroes is like my favorite game that I've never played. I played a very small amount of it. I once dressed up as Travis Touchdown for a cosplay competition. It was cool. The other night, of course, as other Scott is alluding to there, the other nice thing is that emulation, Dolphin is one of the best emulators out there. It's very, very accurate. You can run it on, most machines. It's only if you've got a really, really bad machine. Even my laptop, and my laptop's like complete garbage. My laptop can run Twin Snakes on Dolphin with lowest settings, absolute minimum settings, but it can run it. But of course, the other nice thing about the flip side of that is if you've got a really powerful machine, like my desktop is now, then you can crank those settings up. Twin Snakes looks gorgeous on my emulator. It's brilliant. Dolphin works really well on Android phones. I can't say much about iOS. I don't know if it's available for iOS, but I haven't got it on my current phone. I think my old phone, I did have it. Only thing is I couldn't change disc. Everything I attempted, I couldn't change disc. But yeah, if you've got a up-to-date phone, you can run Dolphin. You can play Twin Snakes on your phone, no problem. I've got a Galaxy S22. You can run Twin Snakes. It'll have some slowdowns at times. You can even play it on your Xbox Series S or X. Dolphin works brilliantly on Xbox Series S. You don't have much control over like the settings and stuff. It wouldn't be as fast. You would be putting yourself at a disadvantage for the boards if you ran it on an Xbox. But I would like to... I haven't done a run on an Xbox yet. I've got it set up on my Series S. Dolphin, the game's ready. There have been some more updates to Dolphin since. I would like to do a run just to see how the times compare. But to give you an idea about the accuracy of the Xbox version of Dolphin, the codec is blue. The codec is blue on the Xbox version of Dolphin. The other thing I wouldn't mind doing at some point is playing Twin Snakes, doing a run of Twin Snakes on the latest version of Dolphin. Now, when we run Twin Snakes, we always recommend that it is ran on vanilla 5.0.0. Don't play it. You don't get the latest version of Dolphin. You specifically run it on 5.0. And that's because the loading times are slightly faster. In later iterations of Dolphin, they decided to focus more, rather than getting fast loads, they decided to make it so that it was more accurate to a GameCube. The loading times more closely mirror a GameCube time. Now, the advantage of doing that is because that emulator is now so accurate, there's a lot of games for speedrunning where you don't need to separate emulator and console because they are the same. They match each other very, very well. You don't need to separate them. But because Twin Snakes already had really fast time, the problem is if we now said you must only play on the latest version of Dolphin, it means every single run before it, which was using 5.0 and has an advantage, you either have to wipe or something. It's a bit of a mess.
What should I do about the woman?
iOS sucks.
Yes, sir. I understand.
3 words for you, pal. Open source software. It's the best.
Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Here we go. Show me 54. 5520. That I wasn't expecting. That 5520. Okay. I was expecting that to be lower, but clearly the loading times were not as bad this time. Actually, my last run, I did get a game over, so there's probably some extra loading time in there. But you know what? Doesn't matter. A 54 would have been nice. And I think it was only going to be a 54 if I'd not mess up at Liquid, I think. No, 5520. That is a decent PB. That is 3rd place on the boards now. It is only 1.5 minutes now behind world record. So yeah, we take those. That, ladies, gents, and everyone else, is my final submission video for this year's SGDQ. Submissions close in just under 9 hours to get this on YouTube. So if you've been watching the VOD on YouTube, thanks very much for watching this VOD. You might see this run at GDQ. Probably not. I think it's really cool that there's now more of a reason to put Twin Snakes into GDQ. I'm not putting Twin Snakes into GDQ because of these new skips. I was already working on my Twin Snakes submissions for GDQ, and then these skips got found. So the timing was absolutely beautiful. Did change what I was planning. I was planning on submitting Extreme. I'm not going to submit Extreme because you can't do the elevator skip on Extreme. I think normal is the best difficulty to showcase now. I think that's going to be the best showcase of the new tricks. And that's a good healthy run to include. It goes alongside submissions for MGS3, which I'm just submitting MGS3 because it's there. MGS3 was played at the last GDQ. I don't expect it to get in. I've also submitted Klonoa 2, which I think I have a really good shot at because it's relatively new and I've got lots of categories for it. And of course, Unmetal, my baby. My speed game, I have submitted on Metal again because I'd love to see it get into a GDQ, and it give me a good reason to start running Unmetal again because I haven't run it in ages, and the collector's edition is coming out soon, and oh, it looks so good. Oh, it looks so good. Anyway, that's going to be it for the VOD at the very least. If you're live on Twitch, don't worry, we're not done yet. But for everyone else who's been watching this not live, thank you very much for watching. To catch me, twitch.tv/NickRPGreen every Tuesday, Thursday, and occasionally on weekends. There's links in the description below. Go check out another. If you want to learn Twin Snakes, there should be a video on screen right now for my very easy tutorial. So go watch that and learn Twin Snakes. And then you too could find a new skip. That's exactly what happened to Suave Beardson. He learned the run from my video, and now he just found the dock skip.